Well, hello and welcome back to the Energy Arena in Aarhus and day 4 in the 2014 Men's European Handball Championships in Denmark. My name's Paul Braith. Thanks for joining us for this Group C match between France and Poland. Well, earlier today in a cracking game, Russia surprised Serbia, beating them 27-25. It was certainly a big surprise from a Russian team made up of a lot of young and new players. But the teams they're coming out for this game, this is France, led out by Jérôme Fernandez, legendary captain, second highest scorer in the competition here, 1,357 goals for France for the French captain, and a nice mood in the crowd here. Lots of Polish supporters have made the trip with their team. So now the hall announcer will introduce us to the players. So this is how the group looks then after that surprise win for Russia. 3 teams on 2 points, France, Russia and Serbia. Poland have yet to get off the mark. A chance today, well, it's going to be a bit of a surprise if they do, but it's doable. Now, France has won 5 of the last 6 games against Poland, with the teams drawing at the Beijing Olympics in 2008. In fact, you have to go right back to a European Championship qualification game in 1994 for the last time that Poland beat France. But they are a very experienced side, although there was a time when Poland, when they took a silver at the World Championships in 2007, bronze 2 years later in Croatia, and even just back in 2010 when they only just missed out on the bronze medal at the European Championships in Austria, that most of their players were playing abroad in Germany. These days, most of them are in Poland, only 3 of them abroad. Wiszomirski, Jaszka and Bartosz Jurecki playing in Germany, or in Wiszomirski's case, Hungary. The French team being introduced. Less supporters by the sounds of it, but we have certainly seen a few tricolor flags flying around the arena here in Aarhus, and a few spectators trying to make some noise to drown out the larger Polish contingent. Ironically enough, Poland's biggest international defeat was against France at Euro 2006 in Switzerland. 10-goal difference, 31-21, as France went on to win the European Championships there. They won it twice, 2006 and 2010. In fact, when they won it in 2010 in Austria, they became the first men's team to hold all 3 major titles simultaneously, world, European and Olympic champions. These days, they only retain the Olympic title, Spain having taken the world crown last year, and 2 years ago, Denmark, the hosts here for these championships, winning in Serbia in 2012. Still, though, the Olympic crown sits on French heads. Can they take the European one back? Well, we'll know in about 10 days' time. There's the close Claude Onesta, in charge since 2001. His assistant, Sylvain Nouet. I do hope that's a wig. Take a long time washing it out otherwise. So the teams have been introduced. Just going through the officials. Referees hugely experienced today, Nenad Kristic and Peter Ljubic. France will have fond memories of them. They refereed the Olympic final in London when France beat Sweden. Also refereed last year's World Championship final when Spain beat Denmark in one of the most one-sided finals. Sławomir Żmal, the Polish goalkeeper, looking very focused. So the table officials have now been introduced. The next step in the proceedings before we can get the match underway will be the national anthems. Poland first. Capella there as the music's turned off and the crowd and team keep the momentum going. And now the Marseillaise. Well, an altogether more business-like look with the French. Very focused, very serious looking. So they wheel round for the customary shaking of hands. Let's have a look then at the two teams. Well, for Poland, they're going through a period of reconstruction under the new coach Biegler, bring a mix of youth and experience. Right winger Kuczynski, though still injured, so Wójcik and Orzechowski continue to cover. Veteran left-back Michal Jurecki is fit again, though that is good news for them. Lines up with his brother Bartosz on the line. There's Mariusz Jurkiewicz, 31-year-old playmaker who plays for Wisła Płock, 120 internationals for his country. France, for their part, beset with injuries, without Gilles, Barachet and Soudry, all out for the championship. Porte and the legendary goalkeeper Omeyer hope to be fit if France continue in the main round, but it has been an opportunity nevertheless for the newcomers, and Njokas and Greby at the back have been incredible, but Nikola Karabatic, you can never avoid him. He's the big superstar, the 29-year-old back player from Barcelona. Scored 6 from 6 in the opening game. It's Michael Biegler, coach of Poland, took over from Bogdan Venta since the Olympic Games. Well, after a poor performance in their opening game against Serbia, Poland will be hoping to show a better side today, especially after scoring off only 45% of their shots in the opener. They nearly did manage, nevertheless, to get a draw against Serbia, despite all their problems. So France, a completely new-look side to that you might be used to. But nevertheless, hugely impressive in their opening win against Russia. 35-28, a 73% success rate with their shooting. That's Sorrento, the line player, but most impressive of all was the debutant at the major competition, Njokas, together with Greby, also playing in his first major competition. Lovely atmosphere in the arena here in Aarhus. So we're just about ready to get things underway in this second game of the day in Group C. So without Omeyer on hand, it's two new goalkeepers who haven't played in a major competition before. Dumoulin and Gérard, who line up for France, with Dumoulin, the Chambéry goalkeeper, starting. So here we go then in Group C in Aarhus. Poland in the white shirts and red shorts throw off, playing from left to right. France in the all-blue strip. Both teams line up with brothers in their teams. The Karabatic brothers for France and the Jurecki brothers for Poland. First attack then for the Polish team. Lijewski, too high. Let the ball go a little too early. Lijewski, who did have his brother playing in the national team, Marcin, until a while back, but he's been out since the last World Championships. Into the wing, that was never going to go in, but it's come off the keeper, Schmal, and goes out for a throw-in. France keep possession. Very optimistic by Abalou. The most experienced players, 170 internationals, 573 goals, the right winger for France. Plays for Paris Saint-Germain, the champions. So Karabatic, Narcisse in the middle, Jérôme Fernandez, the captain, who had a hand injury. He's been out since October, just got fit in time to play here, but it means he's had none of the warm-up games. Narcisse, first shot goes wide, catches a stanchion on the goal, and Schmal, veteran of 230 internationals for Poland, makes a good save, and Poland score at the other end. Beautifully done by Piotr Papkowski, just 25 years of age and playing in his first major competition, only capped 17 times for Poland. place for the champions, Vivek Kielce. 6 players, in fact, in the Polish team from Vivek Kielce, 3 from the championship runners-up, Wisła Płock. Narcís Fernandez, Karabatic looking for the wing, beautifully done. Huge gap. Guigou. Well, whether it was intentional or not, Narcís got cut out, and in the process the ball went straight through to Guigou, who had no defender in front of him, and nothing that Schmal could do about that. Great atmosphere being given here by the Polish fans as Jurecki shoots way over the bar. France break out. The winger's already down there, but don't get the ball. So Fernandez, who was actually injured while playing in the Continental Club competition in Qatar, on loan from his regular club Toulouse, proved to be an expensive loan in the end, with him being out for nearly 8 weeks. How match fit is he? That's the next question, of course, but with 346 international and 1,357 goals, he's a hard player to leave out, the French captain, on the ball now. Here he comes. Interestingly, a right-handed player, normally plays centre or left back, but covering at right back, where the regular starter would have been Porte for this game, but Porte is injured, picked up an injury in their last warm-up game. Hopefully will be fit in the next match or so, but for the time being Fernandez covers. But they've got Njokas on the bench, man of the match on their opening game with 9 goals and a 75% success rate, who hasn't started. Karabatic, he just hangs. You're never quite sure if he's going to shoot or not. He's got such a quick arm. I think, no, he's not, and suddenly he's armed. Good defense, but the ball's fallen free and nicely finished off. Bartosz Jurecki, the veteran 34-year-old. Dumoulin tries to cover, he shoots next to the standing leg. That was a nice feed-in. Kwiatkowski bringing in 3 defenders to release the winger, the line player rather. 2-2. Nikola Karabatic, younger brother of Nikola Karabatic, being used only in defence at the moment. Narcís, he's got a huge jump on him. Karabatic, Fernandez into the wing. There's nothing going on there. They'll have to bring the ball back out again. He's desperately trying to get in, but Sorrento not coming close to him. And he's got no options. Kwiatkowski holds him up in the end, and it's a free throw. Narcís. Oh, good save. Was it? No, didn't touch it. Came off the crossbar. And good save by Dumoulin. Meanwhile, the ball's loose. Oh, nearly went in the second time. And the 29-year-old keeper for Chambéry. Double save of Kwiatkowski. France come back. Good defending by Poland at the moment. They're holding their line. The French struggling to find solutions. And it is a problem because Fernandez, being right-handed, needs to have a bit of a curve on his run to come in and get the shots in. The Poles know that, so they can not necessarily have to mark him straight on, but try and push him wide. And that's when Njokas will have a better chance. Whoa! Well, as if to prove a point, he's got himself into the middle, and that is the danger zone. And the French captain scores. On this occasion, they didn't push him out. They gave him too much room. Not a hard shot, but a well-placed shot. Kwiatkowski didn't block him. 3-2. We're past the 5-minute mark in the game. Russia's win earlier today against Serbia really has put the cat amongst the pigeons. It's going to be a throw-in from the corner off the save by Dumoulin. Well, some of the French fans beginning to make themselves heard here. With a few cries of Allez les Bleus, Lievski, Kwiatkowski, Djokovic, there's for Wisła Płock. Saved again. The ball's nearly going out of play, but Abalo picks up the loose one. Well played by Dumoulin. He's had a good start. Played the second half in their opening game, making 9 saves. Narcís Sorrendo. Lovely pass into him, bounced it in. And the Barcelona line player ran onto the pass. Poland to start with Jakub Łuczak on the wing. Ah, a weak goal, but they all count. Dumoulin knows it as well. Jokovic, who used to be teammates with Abalo when he played at Atletico Madrid. It's a club now defunct. Abalo now with Paris Saint-Germain. Jokovic back home with Wisła Płock. So Karabatic trying to find a way through. Good solid defending by Piotr Grabarczyk, defense specialist. Substituting with Jokovic, holding the centre line with Chapkowski. Narcís. It's all a bit too slow by France. There's no flow to it because the Poles are defending well, and an unforced error by France gives possession back to Poland. Fernandez at the moment is struggling a little bit, I think, anyway, and I'd be very tempted to get Njokas in sooner rather than later as the Poles make their substitution. Grabarczyk is off, and in comes Bartosz Jurecki, 34-year-old line player, number 13, who plays for Magdeburg in Germany, one of 3 exiles in the Polish team. Scored 487 goals for Poland and 187 internationals. The ball's loose, picked up by Poland. Liewski, yes, they've leveled it. Untidy on the line. Second time France have failed to collect a loose ball. And Narcís being individually marked at the bottom of the picture. A bit of a shove on the way past, and a yellow card coming. No hard feelings. It's all part of the game. Liewski gives a good shove to Karabatic. The two used to be opponents in the German Bundesliga. Karabatic, who played for a long time with Kiel, while Liewski was at Rhein-Neckar Löwen. Karabatic, who went back, played for Montpellier for a while, and then, well, there's a long story there, I won't go into it. Ended up at Aix-en-Provence, and finally this season went off to Spain, where he signed up with Barcelona. Karabatic, twice world champion, twice Olympic champion, twice European champion. What a record. Something that Narcís has done as well, but Fernandez is one better because he was with a team that also won the World Championships in 2001. Fernandez goes in on the line, the captain. No space for him. Narcís looking for some options. Instead, he's given the ball away. And there's a free throw. I don't think for the foul on Karabatic necessarily, but I think for the push maybe on Narcís. We just need the ball cleaned. Towel comes out. So Karabatic, what a player. 882 goals in 213 internationals. Poland thought for a moment there they'd stolen the ball, but the earlier foul gives possession back. Łuczak struggling to get a hold of it. Just 4 internationals, Łuczak, playing because Kuczynski's still not fit. They hope to have him back, Poland, if they make it through to the main round. Just as France are hoping that Omeyer will be there as well, and Porte. That shot goes wide by Narcís. Poland come back with the ball. It's 4-4. Knocked out of play by Narcís. It will be a throw into Poland. Narcís, another big scorer, 775 goals in 246 internationals for France. As Bartosz Jurecki ambles in on the line. So Jokovic now at the right back. He'll switch with Liewski in a moment. Playmaker right back. Here we go. The play is on. Brilliant. Ah, what a shame. Couldn't quite finish it, but it's gone out for a throw-in. They just opened up the middle of the French defence. Interesting that for the moment, at least, Nikola Karabatic not being put in defence, where he plays a very good role. Ironically, it will be a throw into France, is it? No, touched by defender on the way. A shot by Karabatic. The French are missing Porte. It's not only because of his prowess at right back, but he's also a very good defender. Team timeout called by Michael Biegler, German coach of the Polish team, took over from Bogdan Venta. Efficiency then 44% for France. That's not high, but it's even worse for Poland, 33%. Neither team managing particularly well. Jukiewicz 1 from 3 only, Karabatic none from 4. About that because I thought he got the first goal.
C'est bien, continuez comme ça. Sur défensif, c'est très bien. Ces deux ballons qui récupèrent de manière heureuse. Continuez comme ça, beaucoup d'activité. Sur le plan offensif, il vous faut un peu plus de profondeur. On n'a pas de gaucher. Le ballon revient plus doucement. Donc il faut que vous ayez plus de profondeur et que vous couriez plus vers le but.
He's played 21 times for France. The other goalkeeper, Girard, just 3 times. So we're past the 10-minute mark. Yevsky looks for the line, but the two had tumbled. Karabatic and Jurecki colliding just as he looked for the pass. And now France have brought in Nikola Karabatic. There he is. He still plays for Aix-en-Provence, former Montpellier player. Just 4 internationals, but he's already making an important contribution to France in defence, although for his club, Aix-en-Provence, he's very much an attacker. 32 goals so far this season, Nikola Karabatic. His brother, Nikola Karabatic, has scored exactly double, 64 in the Spanish Liga Thobal. 4-4 then in this Group C match. Oh, brilliant play. Oh, and a good save by Dumoulin. And this time, Karabatic picks up the loose ball and keeps it running for France. They need to go left. Guigou didn't quite realise it. That came off a foot. Goes out of play. But it should be a free throw. But Dumoulin, another good save. But excellent play by Bartholomew Jaschka. Plays for Fuchs Berlin. Little windmill feint, broke through to 6 meters and then fluffed his lines just when he had to put it in the back of the net. 6-0 defence now by the Poles, who are giving a bit more space to Narcisse than you had before. Sorrento waiting on the line. You can see how Fernandez has to completely turn his body, being right-handed as he comes in to shoot. Still manages it though. Cambrai applauds his captain from the bench. Second goal for Fernandez. Oh, brilliant play. Immediate response, and Biegler delighted. Wuchak. Lovely feed into him. Guigou comes in as a second line player. Sorrento can do nothing with it. They have to come back out again. France playing at a snail's pace at the moment. Nothing like the normal play we see. And again, this time saved by Schmal. Poland break quickly. Ah, brilliant shot. Karabatic. Oh, they're giving him that first goal. I think he's had 2, but there you go. 99 kilometers an hour for the 25-year-old from Viva Kielce. But he wants to be changed. 13 minutes played. Poland are leading. We're going to see 2 upsets today after Russia's win early against Serbia. Narcisse off the crossbar, and that's a throw-in for Poland. And France not enterprising at all. There's no flow to their play. Stop-start. As Poland bring on Karol. Bielecki, 31-year-old, scorer of 752 goals in 194 appearances on the far side. Those spectacles following a terrible accident in a friendly match back in 2010 when he lost an eye. A lot of people thought that might be it for him, but he's back, and Liewski, 2-goal lead for Poland, his second of the game. Yellow card for Jaszka. It's a minor hindrance for him. France are looking a shadow of themselves there as Onesta, and in the bottom of the picture, Didier Dinard, the defensive coach, look on. Still no change in the lineup for France. Well, it's gone in, Sorrento, but he's injured. He puts his hand straight up. And the Barcelona line player, winded maybe. Maybe a squeeze into his... well, in fact, I think it's when he fell himself onto his arm. He'll be all right. Alternatives on the line otherwise are Nikola Karabatic, but then for France at least, he's used predominantly in defence. Sorrento goes back in. The alternative otherwise is Igor Anic, the Cesson-Rennes line player, another newcomer. 1 goal in it. So Poland setting about this nice and steady. Much better flow by the Polish team at the moment. Had a couple of lucky goals, but you could argue when you're playing well, you create your own luck. That's brilliant. But an attacking foul called against Jurecki. France break out. The wingers constantly covered. Poland doing really well to come back and cover. Karabatic thinks about the shot, decides against it. Abalo looks for Sorrento, who does well to catch it one-handed. And that's a 2-minute suspension for Bielecki. One of the most experienced players goes off. 4 World Championships, and this is his 5th European Championship. And on this occasion, as he tries to hold up all 100 kilos of Sorrento, earns himself a 2-minute suspension. A chance maybe for France to try and settle down as we pass the midway point in the first half. It's nearly 20 years since Poland beat France. They haven't played that often, having said that. 10 matches between the two countries, and that goes wide, and Guigou not having a great day on the wing. Matches. Poland have won 4, France 5, and a draw. That said, though, France have won 5 of the last 6. Onesta looking on impassively as France waste a power play situation. They've pushed right up in defence with Abalo, trying to harass Jaszka. Meanwhile, Sheba has come in for Poland, the number 45. He's on the other side, coming back again. 25-year-old who plays for Azoty Puławy. Newcomer, just 9 internationals. Free throw. Dumoulin saves, but they'll send it back again as Jaszka is fouled, the Fuchs Berlin playmaker. Biegler looks at the clock, and they've still got about 50 seconds on their suspension. And Chapkowski, 2-minute suspension. Little punch of the air there by Chapkowski as he gets Nikola Karabatic sent off. That's relatively innocuous, a couple of shoves as he went, but it's maybe the referees are judging that as he was in the air, it was dangerous. So France really stretched in defence as the wingers go really wide. Nice jump. And Dumoulin manages to get his hand to it to make sure it's a goalkeeper pass. So both teams short-handed for the time being. In about 20 seconds, Poland will have a power play for 1 minute and 10 seconds. And still Onesta, who can be very conservative sometimes, not turning the bench. Fernandez through for his third. Well, he may not have played for nearly 8 weeks. To say he's rested, but on the other hand, match fitness is very important as well. But the French veteran from Toulouse showing no signs of lack of match practice. So Poland are back to full strength again. It's a power play. 1 minute left on that. Scores are tied at 7-all. Oh, over the top. Unlucky for Michael Biegler. Fernandez happy to bring the ball up slowly. It's so unlike France when they play at this pace. Now, obviously, they're short-handed. Fernandez goes in on the line, but even when they're at full strength, they're playing at this pace. Normally, they'd be streaming forwards. It's almost as if they don't want to show their hand completely. Narcisse, oh, brilliant. Had to put a lot of spin on the ball as Vucak got in his way. Dropped the ball and run his hand over it. Look at the hand there. Fantastic under so much pressure. France go back in front. Despite being short-handed, they scored a couple of times. Nikola Karabatic is in. They try and get organised again. Abalo, oh, well, he's going to go straight off. They just got back to full strength, and one of their most experienced players has one of those rushes of blood to the head. What was he thinking? Well, maybe he was working on the basis of, well, we were short-handed, we scored 2 goals, so I thought I'd just get myself sent off and see if we can do it again. Abalo, plays for Paris Saint-Germain. 170 internationals, but showing a little bit of lack of composure on this occasion. Polish fans urging their team on, see if they can take control this time now on the power play. Sheba looking for the line. Oh, Hapkowski needed the ball, he didn't get it. Yashka, yes! Makes up for missing the pass to Hapkowski. 8-all. Ernestad not too happy, and Henrik Lacour, the Danish observer, has to come across. Was it too many steps, and they may have had a point, but equally he was being pushed in the act of shooting, but maybe a comeback for the free throws. Not the way the Slovenian referee saw it. Nenad Kristic and Peter Ljubic. Abalo, well, it's not Abalo, I beg your pardon, Nyokas, rather, he's off. He's just come on, he's being used at the moment on the right wing, rather than bring Zuli in, because it gives the option, as he's a right back, to come round and do those shots. And he's only been on for a minute. And again, short-handed, France take the lead. 20 minutes played, then 9-8. Sheba. Juretsky waiting. There's a big angle now for the wing. Nice play. Stretching the short-handed French defense. Adam Wisniewski, his first goal of Euro 2014. Didn't score from 2 attempts on their opening match, the 33-year-old. So Nikola Karabatic makes way again for Alex Nyokas, number 10 for France on the far side. One of the newcomers, just 14 caps for France so far, the Chambéry right back. Narcisse, little handoff. Guigou trying to release the ball, but held by 2 players. Gets a free throw. Sorrento ambles on with a suspension served out. And France have managed to hold on during that 1-all. Abalo goes in and Nyokas is off, and I think maybe it would be a good idea. But again, the resin picking up all kinds of dirt, and Fernandez has asked the referees to stop the clock while they clean the ball again. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. France who started their campaign here in Denmark with a 35-28 win over Russia, while Poland were involved in a very close match, but with very poor finishing. Both teams on 45% success rate only with their shooting. 5 goals only in the last 15 minutes of their match, and it was only the heroics of Zmal in goal that kept Poland in the fray, and in fact they came desperately close to salvaging a point right at the end. But here Karabatic has found the back of the net again with his second goal. Big gap as he came through, nearly stolen. Yashka does well, he retrieves the ball. Play on, say the referees. And a chance to make the substitution for Poland as Karabatic goes off. And in comes Bartosz Jurecki. The Polish fans really trying to make themselves heard here. Oh, lucky break for France. Guigou. Abalo looks up, there are no options, and Poland very quick to get back. They know how dangerous France are on the break, and throughout the opening stages of this game, they've been falling back in much faster than the French can follow them up. So a change at left back. Gréby comes in, one of these new talented players France has produced, just 22 years of age, 9 internationals, plays for Montpellier. Karabatic, that was very unwise. The loose ball picked up by Poland. Fernandez shooting awkwardly across his body there. It's fine if he's managed to come around to the middle, but when he's on the right-hand side, standing shots are unlikely to deliver much success. So for the moment, Biegler must be quite happy the way things are going. Oh, brilliant play. Bartosz Jurecki, his second. 34-year-old veteran. Goes straight off, as does Bielecki. Moulin tries to come forwards, but was nowhere near covering that. 10-all. He's stolen the ball, the break is on. They won't catch them. Wuchak, his second. The bench are up. Karabatic, no one to pass to, and a team timeout called anyway by Claude Onesta. So France playing uncustomarily slowly here today in their attacks. As Onesta and his assistant Sylvain Nouer behind call the team off. 4 turnovers suffered by France. They have been careless. 2 only by Poland. Now in the background there with the glasses.
Sur le plan offensif, peut continuer comme ça. N'hésite pas à
Shot
courir
efficiency
pour
not
jouer, pour
particularly
marquer
high
des
for
buts.
either team.
Joue pas pour faire des passes. C'est pas pour ça qu'on te fait rentrer.
Claude Onesta telling the youngster Gréby, just 22 years of age, the number 15.
Ne vous laissez pas écraser
You're
sur
there
les
to
premières
shoot.
courses
I
arrière,
put you on just to pass the ball, so don't be afraid.
Par moment, n'hésitez pas. Si ça vient trop près, les numéros 2 à l'opposé, si vous êtes un peu gourmand, vous allez les prendre les ballons. À gauche, Nico. À gauche. Allez.
Well, it's a move there that Noué wants anyway. But a little bit more enterprise required maybe for the French. For Poland, they are defending really well at the moment. And in attack, they are causing problems. There's Fernandez, the captain, 3 from 6. Despite playing out of position at the right back. And for France, of course, is that their first choice right back would have otherwise been Barachet, but he was injured about a month ago, so they knew he wouldn't be available. Serious injury. Same for Soudry and for Bertrand Gilles, the line player. They've had to rethink their team completely. Karabatic. Well, maybe lucky to get a free throw on that one. He had no options because, again, Poland are cutting them down so quickly, blocking all their options. Fernandez stays on the line for the moment. Gréby is waiting, but instead Karabatic decides to do the job himself. 3rd goal for the French left back from 3 attempts. He scored 6 from 6 in his opening game. Very economical. The former world player of the year, 101 kilometers an hour, that shot. So it's all square still, nothing between these two teams. back inside. Bielecki. Got to try and spread it wider. Instead, they've tried to put it down the middle. Karabatic, but it's 3 Poles against 2 French, and he does it. No options for him, and he plows through. And it's a 2-minute suspension as well, Lievski. Or is it? It's Bielecki. That's that push. So the 31-year-old goes to the bench, and that's his second 2-minute suspension, one more, and it's a red card. He will be allowed to be substituted after 2 minutes, but his game will be over. There was the ball being moved out quickly, and Karabatic just had to try and shimmy round because there were 2 defenders covering on his left and no other options other than pulling up completely and throwing back. So France edge in front once more. Nip and tuck all the way through here. And with the extra player once more, France push up with Abalo at the front of a very deep 5-0-1 defence. Ostensibly marking Yashka, but every now and again he just lets him go and goes for other players. Too many steps. France break out again. Fernandez, Karabatic. Penalty, defending inside the area, and Abalo. And he's got an injury. Has he been dead-legged on the way through? Paris Saint-Germain winger, let's have a look. Oh yes, dead-legged. And Jurkiewicz rather going into him. And that's could potentially have given him quite a bit of grief with a hematoma, but he seems to be fine. He's walking away, and Schmal faces Guigou from 7 meters. No mistake by Guigou. Scores his 3rd goal. Schmal just twitched his left leg, and the moment he did, Guigou shot next to the standing leg. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the first half. France have just edged ahead now. 3 goals without reply in 3 minutes. Lievski dispossessed, and they're getting too close to the French. Needed to release him earlier. Oh, Karabatic is unstoppable. Twice he's been in positions where really you thought, well, he's run out of options. Wisniewski tried to cover him, but again, somehow, he drops sideways and shoots. Wisniewski hoped it would be an attacking foul, but it's not the way the Slovenians saw it. Poland have called the team timeout, not entirely surprising. They've just conceded 4 goals without reply. They've gone from leading 11-10 to being 14-11 down. And it hasn't taken long either. It's been 3 minutes, 4 goals for France, but 2 of them coming off mistakes where the Poles are getting a little bit too close into the French defence, and especially with Abalo loitering at the front, they're stealing the ball.
36 secondes d'un supérieur unité numérique. Il y a encore la possibilité.
Shot efficiency, look at that, 100%, just as it was in the first game. So far ahead, Euro 2014, Nikola Karabatic has scored 11 goals from 11 attempts. That's why he's such a sought-after player. 882 goals before he arrived here in Denmark, already for France. Playing his 5th European Championship, and he's also played 5 World Championships and 3 Olympics. Kind of experience you just can't buy. Yashka. Poland then short-handed, trying to run the clock down. There's no one on the wing as Yashka looks up because Wisniewski's moved in. But he gets a free throw nevertheless, fouled by Guigou. Just going to mop the floor. Last encounter between these 2 teams goes back a while. Euro 2010 in Austria, when France went 29-24 on the way to winning the title, and on that occasion making it the treble with world, European and Olympic titles simultaneously. So Still Abalo loitering there and causing all kinds of problems since France has switched from 6-0 to 5-1. They've run the clock down well though, Poland. They're back to full strength. Ah, brilliant play. An individual effort by Krzysztof Lijewski brings to an end a run of 4 goals for France. 3 from 4 for the Polish right back. He too very experienced, playing his 4th European Championship. He's been in 4 World Championships. Going between the legs, surely off the feet. Well, that's not seen by the referees. Play on, they say. Big space on the wing, and they score. Wisniewski, is it? No. Wuczak. Get the right wing, I'll be fine. Underneath the legs of Dumoulin. Into the last 2 minutes of the first half. So Poland have got 2 quick goals back, and that helps them along nicely, settles nerves. So much space. It just opened up as Karabatic pushed forwards, but Karabatic strolls around and scores his 6th goal. We haven't reached half-time yet. Lijewski lunged across to try and cover as Karabatic stood still. Slow and workmanlike, the French at the moment, but they're still leading, but there's not much in it. Good run by Poland here, could just set the nerves jangling a little. Brilliant goal. Scored by Michal Jurecki, younger brother of the line player, gets his first of the game. Jurecki. Knee injury before the competition started, weren't too sure if he'd be fit, and Greby is back on again. With instructions, I'm sure, from Onesta, as he said at the last team timeout, to make sure you get a few shots in. He's 22 years of age. We're inside the last minute of the first half. Fernandez, free throw. Clock still running down. And France looking very unenterprising following the opening game when there was lovely flowing handball. Nice crossovers, good strong defense. That's high, that's a 2-minute suspension, unfortunately. No real intention whatsoever by Karabatic, just unlucky, a bit clumsy. Went across and caught Karabatic high. Comes across, and every time you do that, I'm afraid you're going to be off. It means that Poland will finish the first half and start the second short-handed. Exasperation for the 31-year-old defense specialist from the Polish champions, Vive Kielce. 6 of them from that club here, forming the backbone of the Polish side. Team who were coached by Bogdan Wenta, who also coached the Polish side. Karabatic still looking a bit his shoulder, because it's not just the neck, but he caught him across the left shoulder blade as well, but they are looking mostly at his neck, it seems. Karabatic and Fernandez changing a few words, the 2 old pros there, and Karabatic is fine. So 30 seconds remaining, and Narcisse comes back on again with Greby struggling to find his rhythm in the game. Polish crowd doing their best to unsettle. Ball's loose, breakout for Poland, but they're going to have to come back again. And the referees are giving the free throw to France, but not stop the clock. Woof, arm hit to the process. And the referees didn't see that either. They gave it a goalkeeper throw, but it makes no difference. There goes the half-time buzzer. And Poland have defended really solidly in the first half, taken chances when they had them. A few lucky goals, a few fast breaks, and France, who are not looking quite up to scratch at the moment, it has to be said, playing a very slow game today, have only just managed to edge ahead at halftime, 15-14. The Polish side, much as France, rebuilding with the absence of a lot of regulars, either retired or through injury. And both teams staying tight together. Let's have a look then at the stats in the first half. Both succeeding off 54% of their attacks and 56% of their shots. So very similar there. 2 fast breaks for France, 1 for Poland. Both teams falling back very fast. Turnovers, 5 for Poland, 4 for France. Very close there as well. And 3 2-minute suspensions for Poland, 2 for France. Karabatic top scoring with 6 from 6, while Lievski and Wuczak are the best of the Poles with 3 apiece. Fernandez and Guigou on the same number. There's the progression, and you can see how the French have had a little bit of a purple patch early on, but then the Poles dried up and conceded 4 goals without reply, and that's when France took control. Still a nice spread of shooting, but it's mostly close up for the Poles on the wing, or it's 6 meters rather than from the back. Their left back 1 from 7, only 1 from 3 on the right back. They need more long-range shooting. The French, nothing much at the left back, but they're all driving towards the middle. That's why right wing hasn't seen any action. And then 2 from 3 on the left wing. So half-time then, France lead 15-14. We're going to take a very short break as the ratios come up. We'll join us again in just a few moments for the second half here in Aarhus. We'll see you then. So welcome back to the Energy Arena in Aarhus. And this second match in Group C in Euro 2014 at half-time. Olympic champions France lead Poland 15-14. Fernandez, the captain, deep in thought. Excellent performance in the first half by Karabatic, 6 from 6, in marked contrast to Daniel Narcisse with 0 from 6. France, who've been playing at a steady pace, to say the least. And I must say, I'd be very tempted, under the circumstances, to try and get a little bit of momentum going, to move Karabatic, have Karabatic centre, maybe bring in Acambray at the left-back position, and Nyokas at right-back, and see if that unlocks something. Or at the very least, well, keep Fernandez right back, but put in Acambray. He's a kind of driving player with a hard shot who might just find opportunity. Abalo. No luck for him so far in the game, the winger. There is Didier Dinard on the left, veteran, 371 internationals for France. 3 times world champion, twice European and Olympic champion. He's now the defensive coach. He scored very few goals. He was purely a defense specialist. And I think the player who most closely seems to mirror his style now these days is Nikola Karabatic, the 25-year-old novice in the French team, younger brother of Nikola Karabatic, who's taking on that mantle for the French team. So what have the coaches managed to say to their players for the second half? Digou, last minute taping on the fingers. Fans get a last opportunity to take a photo before the pace steps up a little. Well, Poland have defended really well in the first half, taking their opportunities well. Both teams scoring with the same percentage. Goalkeepers, though, not having too much luck. 4 saves for Jamal from 19 shots and 6 for Dumoulin from 20. Jamal goes back in. Veteran goalkeeper, former World Player of the Year. He's playing amazingly. He has 6 European Championships. He's also played in 5 World Championships, Jamal. Just about ready then to get going here in Aarhus. So here we go then, France throw off the second half of this Group C match with the power play, and the changes have happened. Well, I got it right. So Nyokas at right back, Acambray at left back, and Karabatic in the centre. Oh, well, Sorrento drops the pass and gifts the fast breaks. Krajewski scores. Mistake by Sorrento. And again, the French are punished for not finishing off effectively enough. All square then here in Aarhus. Acambray into the wing, there's no space there. Good movement in the Polish defense, despite being short-handed. Solid defending again by Chapkowski, the 25-year-old. Very high, mind you. Some referees could well have sent you off for that. Blocked at the second attempt by Krajewski, but it's a free throw, as they'll come back again. And again, Sorrento can't get on the end of it, and they'll pay the price. Krajewski, 2. Dreadful start by France, and twice their line players fumbled it. Not much that Dumoulin can do about that, and suddenly Poland are in front. Inside 2 minutes, 2 goals. And they're back to full strength again. France totally unable. Oof, off the crossbar, and the ball's out, and the winger's away again. Brilliant play. Ah, the Poles on the break, and Dumoulin, though, this time saves. They needed that. Abalo swapped with Nyokas, who'll come back out again. French number 10, 27 years of age, 14 internationals only. And there is the hapless Sorrento, who's dropped 2 balls already in this half, and both of them resulted in goals for Poland. Oof. Brought back down from behind by Chapkowski. This time he gets a 2-minute suspension. Catching him from behind, Nyokas causing problems, and that's where the advantage is. Well, I'm surprised they didn't bring him on earlier, because he does inject pace. And he feels that Nyokas fell back and made it look worse than it was, and he may well have a case. But I don't think any attacker will do that. Ah, Karabatic, given too much space again. He missed his first shot of the game in the second half. In fact, his first shot of the entire tournament. 106 kilometers an hour. Still impressive, though, with 7 goals. And the second half certainly just got underway. So for Poland, Michal Jurecki, the 27-year-old Viva Kielce left back, is in. Saved, but it's going to be a free throw. The foul on Mariusz Jurkiewicz, another one of the veterans. Lievski, oh, saved, goes out to the side though. It'll be a throw-in. See the incident again. 5 players remain in the Polish team that won silver at the World Championships in 2007. They've got a fair bit of experience mixed in with the youth here. Looking to go across too many steps. Karabatic looks up, Nyokas comes on, he's being substituted as he was in the first game, not being used in defence, off the post, stays out, picked up on the loose ball on the far side by Jakub Łuczak. Second miss for Guigou in the game, off 5 shots, 4 minutes in, and it's still all square. And Poland are weathering the storm well here while they're short-handed. Abalo trying to push a long way up onto Jurkiewicz, then breaks off, doing that a lot, switching in and out of 5-0-1 to 5-1. Good defending by Nikola Karabatic. Way through there for Michal Jurecki, nicknamed the Tank by his teammates. 113 internationals, the Polish number 15, 263 goals, but Dumoulin is the one celebrating, the 29-year-old. France, of course, without legendary goalkeeper Thierry Omeyer, who's played nearly 300 times, I beg your pardon, for France. Incredible record, 3 times world champion. Dumoulin, loose ball comes in again, he nearly got it, but it goes in. Poland back in front. And it's the older brother, Bartosz Jurecki, the line player, who finishes the job off. Done really well, and they're back to full strength again now. So 5 minutes played in the second half. And Poland have turned things around to lead, not for long though, as ever. The Karabatic show continues. 8 goals. Jamal covered the near post with the intention of going across, but Karabatic, not interested, slams it on the near one. So it's an experienced lineup now. Jurkiewicz in the middle, 120 caps. Jurecki at left back, 113, and Lievski at right back, 134 internationals. Stolen, but Lievski gets the loose ball. Looks for the wing, but there was no one there. Abalo instead gets it. France still not looking entirely settled, I have to say, here today. Oof. Ball is stolen, but as Jacques-André went to get it, he was held back by Jurecki. Ball was loose, he tried to run back, and there's Jurecki pulling him back from the shoulder. Let off for the French. Untidy, to say the least. I do wonder if Sorrento is struggling on the line to pick up the loose balls, if Nikola Karabatic might just be given a cameo attack appearance, who knows? French really slow on the build-up still. There's nothing they can do there. This is very, very passive, and the arm is up now for the referee as Nurkas takes a shot. It's completely wayward, and back come Poland. Gigu blocks Krakowski. Free throw Poland. Krakowski will go off. At fault, Krakowski goes off, but purely because of the attack-defense substitutions that they're making. And the Polish fans still believe it's there for the taking. If Poland win here today, we'll have 4 teams on 2 points going into the final day in the preliminary round. Only 3 teams out of the 4 go through to the next round, taking the results with them. That's the other point to remember. Lievski, yes! 4th goal for him. Very quickly taken back. Abalo scores his 1st goal of the game. Finds a gap through, and the defence didn't get organised quickly enough. 18 all and a suspension for Jokiewicz. Number 20, a little shove on Abalo as he came through. So power play for France, but that said, on the last power play, Poland did better than they did. Unlucky for Jokiewicz, the 31-year-old who plays for Wisła Płock. Formerly with Atletico Madrid, where he was teammates with Abalo, that he just pushed to receive his 2-minute suspension for. Abalo once more, long way forward. Jaszka comes in the playmaker role. Michal Jurecki can't get it across now, but Lievski on the wrong side for his shooting. Oh, brilliant. Oh, he put it over the top. How unlucky. Krajewski. So France settle down again. They'll switch now. Akanbre goes into the centre, and Karabatic has gone to left back. But here comes the switch. Penalty, defending inside the area. Sorrento takes 2 players with him. All 100 kilos of him, the Barcelona line player. But both of them already standing in just before Karabatic and Jaszka go flying. 8 minutes played, they've stopped the clock to mop the floor as Abalo comes over for a quick word with the defensive coach Didier Dinard. Penalty. Gigu scores. 2nd penalty of the game for him. 4 goals in total. Well, he ducked down a little just as he did that. Gigu popped it over his head. Quick look at the clock by Jaszka will tell him that there's still a bit of time to run on the power play for France, as Karabatic appears to be running around rather gingerly at the back there, as if he's done something to his ankle. And good defending by France there as Jurecki struggles to get his balance. Jaszka into the wing. Nice. Łuczak. Well, the newcomer to the Polish team, just 4 internationals before he came here, doing really well. Ah, brilliant save by Szmal, picked up by the Poles. Nurkas. The whole bench are up on their feet. 5 saves for Szmal. His 6th one. The Polish fans happy, but Henryk Lacour, the EHF observer, goes over for a quick word with Biegler. Not sure what's been said or what's happened there. And that's Jurecki scoring, and there could be a 2-minute suspension as well. Sorrento doesn't look too happy. He's not at the best of times here, I'm afraid, but that's why. Wraps his arms around Jurecki, who still manages to break away and score his second goal, and Schmal says that's 2 minutes. And the Slovenian referees agree, and it's a power play now for Poland. Poland back in front again. Njokas is going to come off. And Narcís comes back on again, hoping that his shooting can improve, and there is Sorrento not having a great day. 2 goals from 3 attempts, and it looks like Acambray will go off as well as France rearrange the back line. He doesn't look entirely happy about that. I think he may have got an injury, that's why. You get a blood injury, you've got to get it fixed. So he's wiped it clean, but they still need to get something on it. Nothing much there, but so Narcís, who's failed to score from 6 attempts in the first half, is back on, now playing at right-back position. France. Attacking foul by Karabatic. The French have managed to steal the ball. Abalo. Too many steps. They're too rushed at the moment, France. They vary between playing very slowly and then suddenly rushing into corners of the play and not leaving themselves with the options. So 10 minutes into the second half, and Poland deservedly in front, 2019. And the fans, along with what appeared to be a large amount of the neutral supporters in the arena here, cheering on the Poles. Jaszka, it had to be a quick pass to the wing, he didn't put it in. Ball saved. Narcís looks up, decides to play it up slowly. Nikola Karabatic is there. France still have 30 seconds on the suspension to go. And Biegler disappointed there. There was an opportunity for Jaszka to put it wide onto the left wing, but he hesitated, and the opportunity when Krajewski was begging for it. France trying to run the clock down now. Narcís, Karabatic. We've got 2 players tussling away at the moment. France have got Igor Anic on, playing his first few minutes here in this match. The 26-year-old has only played 9 times for France, one of several newcomers in the French team playing their first major competition. There's 5 of them here, and Anic is one of them. Oh, and again it's saved, and luckily for him, Anic was there to pick up the loose ends. Njokas came on, no one saw him coming, just as the suspension was up. Brilliant save by Schmal. But Igor Anic. Well, Njokas, the newcomer to the French team, having a word in his ear by Onesta, saying don't just shoot all over the place without thinking. Take your time and place the ball. Free throw. Karabatic says surely that's an attacking foul. All the theatrics that come with the claim. Krajewski blocked this time. Free throw. We've got a blow, and Sorrento's gone down. I think he got caught in the follow-through on the shot. And he's looking in some pain. Let's have another look, the number 20 at the back there. And it is, in fact, he took the ball. The hand. There's the follow-through. I think it's the clenched fist on the follow-through. The left hand of Krajewski. And down goes the Barcelona line player. Second time he's taken a hard knock. He's rolled off onto the side and is looking in some pretty bad pain, it has to be said. That's not a good sign. Doctor's over with him. Quite accidental, it's just the follow-through, it's just bad luck. So for France, they still have Anic, of course, on the line in attack anyway, but obviously Sorendo playing his part in defence. Checking his eye. And the Poles will be only too aware of the dangers of facial injuries, of course, with Bielecki, who lost his right eye in a freak accident in June 2010 when playing a friendly against Croatia. And amazingly, was back within months on the court. Brilliant play. Scored by Michal Sheba. Goes through. And Narcisse has got a 2-minute suspension for that little push. And Narcisse having a miserable game here today. 246 internationals to his name, 775 goals, but today, just one of those days. It won't go right. Zero from 6, as still treatment being given to Sorendo. Poland are now back in front again. Well, we've had a few surprises here. Austria's 10-goal win against the Czech Republic, one of them on the opening day, as Abalo levels the score with his second goal of the game. Awkward bounce for Schmal. Then a surprise earlier today when Russia, remodeling their team, beat Serbia. So could Poland make this another surprise? Oof. That ball left his hand way too early, slipped out. Mikhail Jurecki. He's one of those players who remains from the team that won not only silver in 2007 at the World Championships, but bronze 2 years later. And Sorendo, is he going to be able to come back, I wonder? Looking in a bad way. And the clock has been stopped. I think some moisture on the pitch that needs to be mopped up. France, who qualified for Euro 2014, top of Group 3, ahead of Norway, qualified with them. With Lithuania and Turkey, the other two teams that didn't make it through, while Poland came second in Group 5 behind Sweden. Ahead of the Netherlands and the Ukraine. Abalo. Njokas is back in again, trying to find a way through. Yes, Anic pulled out two defenders and then released the ball into Igor Anic, the 26-year-old. Biegler annoyed with his defense again for that, bringing it around and finding a space through. France scoring while short-handed through Anic, who plays for Rennes, but some years ago played for the German powerhouse that is Kiel. Always wondered why he didn't make it into the French team then, but better late than never. Oh, good shot. Ran through the area for that, Wisniewski, and it'll be a free throw for France. We're back to full strength, midway through the second half. It's the 11th save for the Chambéry goalkeeper. Back to the lineup that they had when they started the second half, with Acambre at left back, Njokas at right back, and Karabatic in the playmaker role. Oh, and Anic couldn't hold it, and again the Poles break out. This is when they're dangerous. Jaszka. Acambre does incredibly well to spoil the fast break, and it's a free throw as Wuczak rather couldn't get away from him. Acambre then having to reach back down again. He plays for Montpellier. And a few injuries this season, Acambre. He's only played 10 matches for his club, but still scored 39 goals for them. The French line players, both Sorendo and Anic, having a few problems holding the ball when they've had some good passes into them. There's Sorrento still receiving treatment, and his eye doesn't look like that's going to improve in the next 14 minutes or so. Big loss in defense. And it's going to be a penalty. Abalo catching Wisniewski. He knew it. Quick release in there, and he ran through the area to get there. And again, the clock is stopped. Poland, of course, who will be hosting the next European Championships in 2 years' time, and very much building their squad towards that. Biegler. But if they could win here today, that would be a nice feather in their cap. So, Bartosz Jurecki scored one in their opener. Oh, he misses. Not a great penalty. And he was trying to put it down in between the legs. He tried to put it. It would have been better to bounce it down next to the standing leg once he'd lifted his leg. It was very late as well. Not a great penalty. Chance goes begging then for Poland to level the scores once more. Well, I have to say France really are not looking anything like their usual selves here today. The pace of the game notably slower than it was a couple of days ago. No flow to it, but then you'll argue that it's because the Polish defense have been particularly good at shutting them down. The break is on. Two in quick succession for Acombre. On the break, and a 3-goal lead. Karabatic, the provider, and Schmal left really on his own to fend there from a good angle. And Acombre, injured in the last European Championships 2 years ago. There's a duck out in the end, got replaced. Now the Polish fans still believe. They've hit one back, courtesy of Jaska, the 30-year-old who plays for Fuchs Berlin. Second goal of the game for him. Interestingly, Abalo. Oh. Well, fair to say that Acombre's got his tail up now. He believes he can score from anywhere. Look at this, 10 meters out. Popkowski gave him the space, and Schmal left stranded. 12 minutes remaining. It was a great goal by him. Team timeout called now for Poland. Well, it's still there, they've got time. They just have to keep their heads about them. It's been a 10-6 exchange now in favour of France. Scored 4 goals without reply before Jaska hit back.
Récupérez, soufflez. Arrêtez de discuter, soufflez, récupérez. Le score. Ils vont commencer à jouer sur des coups, sur des relations à deux. Ils vont être de moins en moins collectifs et ils vont venir de plus en plus vous tirer dessus en première intention. Donc là où on attendait des duels et des 1 contre 1, il faut être prêt à intervenir tout de suite. Ils n'ont plus le temps maintenant de construire. Donc ça va essayer d'aller vite. Nous, par contre, il faut qu'on soit très concentrés sur la phase initiale de leur attaque.
He says, I'm now expecting them to break down as they're getting on in the game, they're getting tired, that these big plays they've been doing are now going to boil down to 2-man quick switches and early shots. So that's his prediction, and in response he's flattened the defence, as they have been playing for a while. Not tempted to move it up still, because he thinks that they're going to shoot soon rather than late. Still the Acombre pushing up on the far side. Keeping an eye on Lievski. Jokiewicz switched back again. Abalo did really well. He's had to get rid of the ball and then he lost his balance. Karabatic looks for support and finds Anic, who's still staying on at the moment. There's Abalo, takes the ball, takes a couple of steps to steady himself, and then has to find someone free not to give possession back again. Niokas loitering very wide, as France do. They really do play it very wide. Oh! Shot straight down the middle by Karabatic. Poland break out. Oh, it stays out. How unlucky is that? Well, a claim that he was fouled by Jurkiewicz as he went in to shoot. Ball still in play. No luck for Abalo, who skids on the floor. And Zmal coming good just when it counts. Let's have a look and see. Well, no fault there. In fact, it's Lievski. He took off from a long way out, so tried to drive a long way. He feels he was nudged in the air. But the referee right there didn't give it. And a bit of a let-off for Dumoulin. 9 saves, meanwhile, at the other end for Zmal. Saving off that last shot by Abalo, and that eye's puffed up now for Sorrento. His match is over. Blinks awkwardly. Hopefully he'll be all right for their final preliminary match when France take on Serbia on Friday, while Poland will be up against Russia. Two Karabatic brothers holding up the centre of the defence in the absence of Sorrento into the wing. Wuczak, oh, saved by Dumoulin. Well, making a name for himself in the absence of the legendary Omeyer. Biegler, he saw a foul there. Not sure anyone else did. Well, Nikola Karabatic has got himself a 2-minute suspension. Almost on the dot of 10 minutes remaining. So here it is, let's have a look. Well, the ball was released, so the shot was taken, but for the earlier foul, Karabatic is off. That's his second 2-minute suspension. They can't afford to lose a second defender now, with Sorrento injured. And if Nikola Karabatic is subbed out, or rather red-carded out, they are going to have a problem. So once more France short-handed with 10 minutes remaining in this Group C match in Aarhus. Anic starts on the wing but drives in. Meanwhile, Poland are individually marking Acambray. Abalo just asking for the ball to be clean. They seem to be having a problem with dirt just gathering on it. Players use a lot of resin. Oh, that was lucky. Leon, says the referee. Chance for the Poles. Oh, and saved again. Dumoulin. He's become unbeatable. Wisniewski can't believe it. But they thought there was a foul at the other end. Onesta looks on. There you go, look at that. Slap around the head. Karabatic is still down. Referees let them play on. Luckily for France, Dumoulin pulls off another stunning save off Wisniewski. But there's no doubt on the replay that poor old Karabatic took himself a belt round the head. Well, Wisniewski 1 from 3 only, and Onesta complaining too much, and Nenad Kristic, the Slovenian referee, comes over to give him a yellow card. They find something to laugh about it. Onesta has to accept it, but he did have a point nevertheless. They certainly can't afford to add to their injury list. France, they've really said that the injuries they've suffered in the run-up here, unprecedented. Gilles, Barachet, Soudry, then Porte just before it all started. Fernandez, who's only just literally recovered in time to play. He's not playing in the second half here. Omeyer. I mean, it's 3 minutes without goals here. Plenty of excitement though, and a 2-minute suspension. Michal Jurecki. He was going at Igor Anic on the line, and the referees have sent him off. Both teams are short-handed now. Let's have a quick look. Well, he's got him one hand around the neck and the other one holding his shirt. He's kind of what you expect as a line player. Comes with the turf, but referees didn't like that. It's an attacking foul by Guigou, and a lot of skidding around on the floor. So Poland have possession back. Guigou can't quite believe it. So, not a lot of goals just now, but no shortage of excitement. Lievski's also got himself hurt, I think, in that collision with Guigou as he came around. Nikola Karabatic waiting. He's got 33 more seconds before he can take part in the game again. There's Lievski, whose brother Marcin used to be in the team, but has now retired from the national team. They both played at right back. In fact, for the time, both played for the same club in Germany as well. With a brotherly rivalry. Free throw, Poland keep possession. A few more seconds before France are back to full strength again. Papkowski, oh, that's brilliant. Oh, saved again! Dumoulin. Well, were it not for the goal scoring of Karabatic, he might be a slam dunk for the award, but now he's beaten on an awkward bounce, back within two. Jurkiewicz a second. Karabatic not able to get across to cover him. So now power play for France, but only for about 40 seconds, and the captain Fernandez is back on again. Low scoring here in the second half. Oh, they've played it brilliantly to put it back out again. Rapkowski scores his third goal, back within one. France under pressure. Two quick goals. What a brilliant steal on the line and pass out. Trying to force the ball to the line. That was a mistake by the French. Team timeout. He now looking absolutely impassive in the background. Turnovers.
Si ça fonctionne pas, hop, tu rates ton deuxième et on écarte. Allez.
Well, I think you just wanted more than anything else time for them to just breathe, concentrate, think about what you're doing and carry on after being hit by two quick breaks by the Poles. And they set this up very nicely for the finale, and it would be quite something if Poland could pull off a win here and leave this group absolutely wide open going into the last game. Karabatic, 8 goals so far in the game from 10 attempts, to add to the 6 from 6 in his first game. Irrepressible. He was 6 from 6 at half-time, though. Ah, brilliant take. Anic jumps, spins in the air and shoots before he lands again. Gives them a little cushion, but it's not much. 3 from 3 for the line player. And for Schmal, difficult to judge because he has no idea where it's going to go. Not sure Anic did. Still the Polish fans cheering on the team. Poland at full strength. Jurkiewicz into the wing. Ah, brilliant. Took the pace right off the ball. Broken wrist, and Wuczak gets his 5th goal. Didn't score in the first game, makes amends here, the 24-year-old. In his first major competition, 1 goal in it. Could be Biegler's best result to date if they win here. Karabatic, Fernandez. Ooh, right up on the line, but held up by Grabarczyk. The Vive Kielce defender didn't give way. Oh, and blood in the eye. That's looking bad for Sorrento. Still looking in some pain. So for the moment, Guigou has gone in as a second-line player for France. Cambrai, oh, the shot he's got on him is incredible. 4 goals. Fantastic action, great extension and explosive power. France doing their best to cover for the absence of Sorrento, notably in defence. Karabatic brothers working together. That's off of a French foot. Accidental though, it's just a free throw. Nikola Karabatic in the way. There was no intention there. Otherwise, he could have had a 2-minute suspension. Kravkowski looking for the line. And a 2-minute suspension. An unnecessary push by Anic. So, a chance for Poland. 5 minutes remaining in the game. A foul on Bartosz Jurecki, the line player from Magdeburg. Playing his 5th European Championship. Poland need to seize their chance now. 2 goals down, but it's quickly made up. As we saw earlier, 2 fast break goals inside a minute. Into the wing. That's one. Oh, he's missed it! He puts it wide, Lievski. Can't believe it. The ever-dependable right back misses the far post. And a real let-off for France. So Fernandez lacking match practice, having been out of action for 8 weeks, the French captain, number 2. But with 346 internationals brought in just to steady things here in these tense last moments of this Group C match. Cambrai. Abalo. Oh! That was unwise. The arm wasn't up on the referee. Why did he rush it? They're short-handed. Kravkowski, quick switch back. Oh, why didn't he get it straight away? Switch to the wing. And it's an attacking foul in the end, and another let-off for France. Kravkowski goes into the defender. Well, you can barely blame him. He's worked like a Trojan, Kravkowski, but in the end, runs straight into Guigou. And Jurkovic can't believe it. 2 attacks on their power play, and they've given possession away each time. A few more seconds before France are back to full strength again. Guigou comes around to help as Cambrai gets individually marked. Abalo is there. Looks to give him the ball. He gets it in the end, but it's a free throw, and the clock's running down even more, but they've stopped it anyway. Woodchak is down. Taking a blow in the process. Guigou looks up to the clock, and it'll tell him there's plenty of time for the Poles to come back at them if they're not careful. As Woodchak receives treatment, 24-year-old who plays for Robry Głagów, coming in because of Kuczynski's injury, and there he is. Quick collision with Abalo, who turned to protect the ball. It's a joke exchange between Peter Ljubic and Abalo. He's certain not at the winger's expense. And Woodchak, mercifully, is okay. One of the new young players brought in by Biegler that he hopes will be the cornerstone of their team for their home European Championships in 2 years' time. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Attacking foul. And again, the Poles who love the breakout. Phase 2 attack. Oh, saved. Dumoulin again. 16 saves, Dumoulin. 39% save rate. France back at full strength, though. Had a couple of bad attacks by then to give possession away. Oh, that's nice. Kravkowski, his 4th goal. 1 goal in it. Dumoulin went the right way, but it was too slow. 91 kilometers an hour. Now, Poland still poised to surprise the French here. Untidy. Oh! They're taking a lot of unwise shots, poor decisions at the moment by the French. Lievski. Quick switch now to get the Karabatic brothers back in the center. Fernandez to the right. It's all there for the taking for Poland. Karabatic. Yes, he's done it! Jurkovic! 27 all, the fans are on their feet. Well, if France have another attack like they had the last one, who knows? Dumoulin didn't even move, and the 31-year-old Wisła Płock has leveled the score. We're inside the last minute. Well, France paying the price for this stolid performance, in fairness, lacking the pace that we're used to. We've got a player down. Clock is stopped, and they start loitering near the table. And that's never good when a player's holding his knee. Nikola Karabatic. Is it just a blow, or is it more serious? Let's have a quick look. I think it's more likely a dead leg. Well, the collision. Is he going to be able to carry on? If not, then Narcisse might come on again, who scored 0 from 6. And, so we have 42 seconds remaining. The scores are tied at 27 all. France, at one point had a 3-goal lead, have now lost their left back. Top scorer in the game, Karabatic, hobbles off. Just when they needed concentration and focus. So it is Narcisse who's going to come on in the playmaker role, with Fernandez to his right and Acambray to his left. One wrong move by the French and the Poles could hit them on the break, steal the points. Team timeout for France, and that's psychological. He's hoping that the referees will mentally restart the clock in their heads and give France a long attack. But the nerves are on edge here. After France had got themselves into what looked like a good position, 7 minutes to go, they were still leading by 2, but it's been nip and tuck. Shot efficiency very close between the two teams. Turnovers 11 apiece so far. Well, they're just working out one last move to score, but you don't score and you've got to get back quick, because the Poles have shown themselves to be a lot more effective on the break and phase 2 attacks than France, who've been very slow getting back, in the same way that their attacks today haven't flowed, haven't had the pace that we're used to. And it is quite surprising. Njokas has come on, really hasn't shone at all today. And it's as if there's just a collective depression on the team. Karabatic, is he too injured to come back on? Meanwhile, for the Poles, it's a question of keep them out. Let's get at least a point out of this, but if they lose possession, let's go for it. First things first, make sure they don't score, and Poland could be here for a famous result against France. They drew 2 matches ago at the Olympic Games in Beijing, 30 all. Passive play is already there now for France. Oof. Not the best of passes. Looks for the line. Yes, they've scored! Anic from right in front. Poland, though, with a chance still to come back. One last attack, 10 seconds. They've taken out their goalkeeper, put on an extra player, the ball's loose. Free throw for the Poles. They stopped the clock with 3 seconds. France, could they hang on? Nikola Karabatic a smile, but, well, it's going to take something special, but it's happened before. They may even reset the clock, because I'm wondering if it stopped really as quickly. And there's Rapkowski with the goalkeeper's bib on. Schmal has gone off. It'll be irrelevant. France won't go for the long throw if they get the ball back anyway, because they're happy just to take the win now. But Poland have pushed them all the way, and it could still happen. This then to share the spoils. Jurecki, 263 goals for Poland so far in his career. This could be an important one. 3 seconds, the clock isn't reset. Tension is palpable. The beating heart in the arena. And saved by Dumoulin. And by the skin of their teeth, France hang on for victory. 28-27, and you can't help but feel sorry for Poland, who threw everything at the French, defended heroically, and nearly shared the points. You would have said actually they deserved to do it, but in the end, a goal by Anic right in front of goal with 15 seconds remaining, and Poland couldn't come back and hit them. Disappointment for the Poles, who remain bottom of the group with 0 points, despite a great performance. Here it is again, Jurecki. It was on target, but Dumoulin responded well. His 17th save, Dumoulin. And maybe his most important, dejection for the Poles, who still stay bottom of the table after great performance here. The French looking out of sorts today. Narcisse, the image of that, with 0 from 6 in the game. Karabatic, though, epic, finished injured, hopefully all right, and it will wish them well as well. For Sorrento, the line player, who's got that eye injury. Disconsolate, Bartosz Jurecki. And for France, relief as much as anything else for snatching that victory right at the end. Courtesy of the stand-in line player, another one playing his first ever major tournament, held his nerve to put it under the Schmal. Could do nothing about it, the Polish captain. Only 9 saves for Schmal today, not one of his better days. Dumoulin, though, 39% save rate. And Karabatic, 8 goals. Łukasz gets the Man of the Match award for Poland, quite deservedly as well, with 5 goals. Lovely broken wrist shot there. And Nikola Karabatic with 8 goals from 10 attempts, collects his award from the EHF president, Jean Briot. But more than anything else, relief at them winning. Hopefully his injury won't be too serious. He seems to be moving freely, and a hug for Dumoulin. Gérard, the other goalkeeper, didn't get on today, and his brother Luka defended really well. So for Poland, it'll come down to their final match against Russia to qualify for the main round. The danger is, though, they could go through with 0 points, even if they win against the Russians. For France, they've booked their place in the main round. That's it. Their first team in Group C to do so. Applause for their fans. And polite applause even from some of the Polish fans, still defiantly waving the red and white. So Njokas, just 1 goal today. Well supported, and it's good they take the time to go over and see their fans. Great team spirit amongst the Poles. They're going to have to dig deep and use that now as they go into their next matches on Friday, these 2 teams. And so the losing run continues for Poland against France. It's now 6 from 7 with that 1 draw in Beijing. Their last win still remains in 1994. So the table looks like this then. France through to the main round with 4 points. Russia and Serbia on 2, and Poland, the heroics, not enough. They are still bottom, but do have a chance to go through to the main round. It's wide open for those other 3 teams. That will be decided on Friday as Poland take on the Russians and Serbia are up against France. 51 success rate on the attacks for France, 48 for Poland. That's low. Marginally better with their shooting. France 57% to Poland's 52. 11 turnovers apiece. And look at those penalties there. 13 2-minute suspensions to France, 10 to Poland in a match dominated by tough defending. Karabatic, man of the match for France with 8 goals, top scoring here, while Łukasz gets 5 for Poland, also man of the match for his side. And this is how it went, relatively even, but in the end there was that little spell with no goals for both teams. And it was very, very close at the end. Low scoring, goalkeepers and defence in evidence. Decent spread, but still the back players, especially on the left-hand side, not delivering for Poland. They need more power there. It's going down to the 6-metre line with 4 fast breaks, 1 missed penalty. While for France, the wingers again not in evidence today, only 2 goals from there. It's down the middle with 5 goals coming in from either side at the back, 3 fast breaks and 2 penalties. France then have beaten Poland by the narrowest of margins, 28-27. They're through to the main round. Thanks for watching. That's it for us now. So from me, Paul Bray, until next time, good night.